Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to talk about coronavirus vaccine and Africa. It is true that Africa fallen behind the rest of the world's economies, but it's not true that Africa will remain falling behind the rest of the world. In 2019, the growth rate of Africa was 3.4%. At this growth rate, Africa remains one of the fastest growing continents. If Africa takes a complete control of all resources, in near future, Africa might catch up with the rest of the world, and it might lead the world in science and technology. So let us talk about the vaccine trial. Before we talk about the trial, let us talk about what the vaccine is and how it works. Vaccine is made by dead or weakened version of disease-causing germs or its parts called antigens. And some vaccines are made by genetic engineering to make the antigen used in vaccine. When any person is injected or takes a vaccine of any kind, it triggers immune system response as if it is triggered by a live pathogens. By saying that, I don't mean virus is a living being. It is not, because virus is incapable of carrying on its own metabolism. Okay, once the vaccine enters the body, the immune system recognizes the pathogen in the vaccine as a foreign agent. Then your body produces antibodies for the weakened or the dead pathogen in the vaccine, as it will respond to the living pathogen. Finally, the immune system registers memory and then destroys the pathogen that is in the vaccine. If the body is exposed to the same pathogen again in the future, the immune system will respond at lightning speed to destroy the pathogen before it has a chance to make you sick. This is how vaccine protects you against disease. As scientists are fighting against time to develop a vaccine for coronavirus, recently two French doctors, Camille Lachelle, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right, head of research at Inserm Health Research Group, was talking about vaccine trial in Europe and Australia, and Jean-Paul Mira, head of the intensive care of Cochin Hospital in Paris, says, and I quote, "If I can be provocative, shouldn't we be doing this study in Africa where there is no masks, no treatments, no resuscitations," and end of quote. This was said on the channel TV's LCI. No matter in what way the doctor tries to justify his suggestion, a child can give you a good explanation about the motive behind his suggestion. First, it is unethical to science to conduct a clinical trial on a group of people based on their economic status. Secondly, a well-educated person knows that to develop a vaccine of any kind takes many years, and any vaccine that's developed within a short period of time, it has higher probability of going wrong. Sometimes it might lead to severe side effects. Not all the time, but sometimes it is most likely. The doctor's suggestion is completely preposterous and demeaning to African people, especially Dr. Jean-Paul Mira. The African people demand an unequivocal apology from you, and such remarks should not be repeated again because it is against the ethics of medical field. Any clinical trial should be voluntary regardless of ethnicity, economic status. Again, if the process of a clinical trial requires participation from different ethnic backgrounds due to medical reasons, do so only with a full consent of the participants. I'll be back after this short break. Medical proven vaccine is recommended for all age group, including infants. Vaccine prevents the spread of contagious disease like flu, polio, chickenpox, and so on. Do not refuse to take any medically proven vaccine, nor prevent your children from taking it. Let us talk about Africa. As of today, April 7th, Africa has 10,117 confirmed cases and 487 deaths. South Africa was the most coronavirus cases, followed by Algeria and Egypt. At 10,000, the trend looks like getting flood. Let us hope it gets flood from there, because Africa at this moment is not ready for more cases. Given the fact that Africa has a poor medical system, many people might not get the treatment they need. For example, there are no enough ventilators in Africa. There are no factories to produce them, nor there are enough hospitals to treat patients. Let us hope and pray that the trend moves downwards soon. This coronavirus pandemic should be a wake-up call for African leaders and Africans. Educate the people, invest a big portion of national income on education and research for betterment of Africa. Africa has to be an autonomous continent. Thank you.